Good Christ, I'll go live. How's the audio? I know I had trouble with the audio beforehand, and I can't talk too loud is another thing. So is this one if it's good, zero if it's too much, one good, zero bad. So I'll get to the super chats here that have already come in before I broadcasted. Swallow Blue for $5. Hey Chad, look at this. Even before we went live, we already have super chats.
Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah. How's my audio?
Good. How's mine?
Yours fine. How's it sound now for me?
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. All right. Cappy, you ever gonna set up the join feature? I'm join. What's the join feature?
I have no idea.
I'll tell you this, guys. Let me get that online. I don't want to learn another username, password, login. I don't want to learn another platform. I don't have any time, no time, and all this. Like I had some guy. He's a little bit on the spurgy side of my clientele. He's like, hey, can you not privatize this one video, make it public? It's like, no, because it's a pain in the ass. Two, the client wanted it private for a reason. It's just, I don't want to do it. No, I'm not setting up the join. Swallow Blue, nothing personal against you. I don't have time. I don't want to worry about it. I got so little free time.
Wait, so the guy wanted it private at first, and then he wanted to make it public?
No,
or?
I think what it was is either the client, which was not the guy, wanted the original video to be private, or I goofed up and I had to privatize it so it doesn't show up because we said a bad word or a naughty word or something like that, which is increasing. The number of words increases every day, what you can and cannot say on Google. Then this kid, I presume kid, is a regular client, but he's a little spurty. He's like, hey, can you make that public? It's like, no, I can't. I really can't. I do not have the time. I barely have time to do anything. So why don't you hit these super chats and we'll get to bitching about our lives here in a little bit.
Did you read that? Oh, yeah, you read the joint one. Channel 1800 Dumb, $5 New Zealand. Getting a quick shout in. Cappy's sister is blonde but married, but have at it, mate, though. Haha, very busy. I'll be back. Bennett, Commando, Cappy, GBU, all. I couldn't quite decode that, but.
Well, he poses with his sister, and I think last night or 2 nights ago, I said, hey, is your sister single? Because she's a redhead. And you and I, hang on for a second. Hang on. Oh, wow. We just got a windstorm all of a sudden. I thought there was like a train going by. Anyway, so I said, hey, redheads. And he's, she's spoken for. So, but he says she's blonde. She don't look blonde there.
No, she looks redhead.
She looks redhead, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Bacon. What up, Bacon? 223. One finger salute to whoever disliked the video. Yeah, who could that be?
It's haters. There's so many haters. And I'm happy to take their time. Like if you're, it's there's some people, not just me, but other people where before you even begin your video, someone's already downvoting it. And it's like, so your life is in part dedicated to like being notified when someone goes live and you have to downvote them.
That's why I feel like it's somebody just as a troll. That's my guess.
Like a friend of mine?
Sure.
Yeah, it could be. No, I think they're pretty petty. They're pretty petty. So I had a hilarious, I got a bit of hate mail.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, it's rare. I used to get it all the time. And now I finally got one. And this was the saddest bit of hate mail I've ever seen because he's correcting my grammar. And he was also like, I read some of your books online for free. I didn't have to pay for them. And all I responded was, so you wasted 10 hours of your life reading something you hate? And I'm like, I think I'm winning here. And I skimmed him. I didn't like, okay, all right. And nice to see. And let me tell you another thing, Chad. When you get an email from Asshole Consulting, it CCs to my Irish Kid account, which is another email I have, which is nothing secret. The reason I have it CC'd there is that way if the Microsoft Office thing goes down, I have all these signed terms of service agreements backed up on my Yahoo account. And it like we're talking like 6th grade. There, you got it. I know your secret email. And it's like, wow, this is a dumb kid. So I'm wondering if that's the realm and the genre of the people who are like sitting there waiting to dislike a video from somebody where it's like, wow, you got nothing else to do.
Somebody that got offended by one of your videos and now just kind of lives to sit there and dislike.
Yeah, or whatever. They read an article I wrote. Can I tell you a story about here in Rapid City?
Sure.
Oh, this is a very funny story. So I'm at this hotel and they got their little business office you can use, and I had to use it because the internet here sucked. But
I saw.
now it's working, so thank God. So I'm like, oh, I might have to use it again. So 2 nights ago, I come in and there's this old man, and I couldn't see what he was doing, but it looked like it was some kind of video game. He's in the business office using the computer. I wake up the next morning, walk out, the same guy is there playing the same game, and it's poker, like some online poker. And I'm not kidding, Chad, for the past 2.5 days, every time I've walked back in and out, regardless of time, he's there.
Wow.
And you want to talk about people who have, now this guy's like 70, like he's gray and old and all that. And I had to sit and I feel bad for the guy because he's wasted his life. It's over. I mean, the pinnacle of his life, what it is ended at, is him spending his entire time playing an online poker game, which probably isn't for money because I don't think he would have that much money. When right over there is Mount Rushmore, right over there is the Badlands, the Black Hills are all over the place, and you decide, and it's been pretty nice weather so far out here, and you decide to waste your life playing online poker. There's a casino, there's a whole town of casinos called Deadwood. You can play poker with real people.
Believe it or not, I think I may have something that can help you with this. And it's because of that time I went to Vegas and visited you. Yeah. One of your friends, who we won't mention, had a fantastic observation. Do you remember what he said about video poker?
No, what did you say about video poker?
He said, and this is what I think, this is why that guy is sitting there all night doing it. I told this friend of yours, he was like, oh, what'd you do today? I'm like, yeah, we stopped in. I wanted to play some video poker. So we did that. Mm-hmm. He goes, video poker is like the last step on the ladder of gambling addiction to when you completely fall off. It's when you have like almost nothing left, like you've lost everything in gambling, but you're still addicted.
Right, he said that a buck or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he said. I thought that was pretty.
Well, this isn't video poker like in the casinos. This is a online game where you're playing with other people online.
Well, I thought it might be the equivalent, like this guy has gambled everything away, so all he's left with is like doing.
Yeah. Well, whether he's addicted to poker or not, I was just like, I throw these people into the same realm where your life is so sad, you're going to dislike a video because somebody, like you're on it like that. Or you're going to send me hate mail telling me I suck and I write bad books, which I don't. And I don't know why, Chad, do you know I'm a fraud? Do you know this is all a facade? I live in my mother's basement.
Well, yeah, I visited you a couple times.
Me in my mother's basement, right. and like to see people get so pissed off where it's like, you don't have to read my shit. You don't have to tune in. But apparently you're going to get pissed off by me existing. So, and kind of the same thing is like, man, I got bigger things in life to worry about. And I want to do. And playing poker and downloading videos is not one of them. Neither of them are one of them. Mm-hmm. All right. This Hanyaker here.
The Content Man for $2. What is the join feature? Are you a boomer?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm not even going to spend the time. I had to spend so much time. I got a new phone, right? Because now I'm through AT&T and T-Mobile, which I had before. Doesn't work in Vegas or the Black Hills. This worked. I was in Deadwood today. This worked wonderfully. It was perfect. And cool. So, and I had been with, guess how long I was with T-Mobile and its predecessor pre-acquisitions?
Well, I know they used to be Sprint. I'm going to say 15 years.
24 years.
Oh, wow.
1998. And so they're like, oh, you've been with us since, hang on. You've been with us since the 90s. I'm like, yeah. Well, why? I'm like, you guys don't have coverage in Vegas or the Black Hills. Yeah, you could hear the guy. Yeah, you're right. We don't. And I was like, yeah.
I'd understand the Black Hills maybe, but Vegas? That's messed up.
It's inexcusable. No, and you go to the T-Mobile store, they're like, man, there must be something wrong with your antenna. It's like, no, you guys have no cell towers here. So, now hopefully when I go to Vegas, this will also work.
There's a T-Mobile right across the street from my office, and it got just destroyed in the BLM riots like last June. It never really came back. Like they just kept it closed, and
oh, that's too bad. No, it's too bad. So, all right, get more super chats here. This is just so you all know. This is not for. Me and Chad have to vent. We've had very bad months, so we haven't pod. This isn't for you guys. This is for our psychological health.
Well, we got a really good one here. First, Matt Erickson for $5. Let's go, Cappy. Minnesota's Mr. Right. Maybe not Minnesota's.
No. I am officially. Well, officially, it was a month ago. I was a South Dakota resident, but to avoid the state income tax, I can't spend more than 6 months. In Minnesota, which fine by me. But I foolishly thought my house would be done, and it's not going to be done till May. And thank God I came here because there's some things that were wrong. Not with the house, but like contractors are dumb. They're great at their skill. They're great at their trade. But then when it comes to logistics or inventory or management or time management, they're really dumb. And so I never really believed in the blue collar, white collar thing or officers and enlisted. And now I'm starting to change my opinion about that. I'm like, no, there's some people that need to be told what to do all the time because they're that dumb. Anyway, so I gotta spend time outside of Minnesota, and since it's not going to be done until the end of May, I will be flying to Vegas, and then I'm going to visit your parents.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to come out of Vegas. I'm going to go visit Albuquerque, Adam. Spend about a week there. Visit your folks. Someone might actually stay at their guest room.
Hold on now. Is this late May? When is this?
Early.
Oh, okay. They're going to Portland for the summer. Second week of June.
Okay, yeah, it'd be May. Yeah, so I'm going to crash with them maybe 1 or 2 days. I'm going to visit Denver Ben, the great one, and by that time, in theory, my house should be fucking done.
We're going to make my parents' day or 2 days.
Yeah,
stay in the casita.
See, at least 2 people like me, only because they don't know me any better.
They've watched your videos.
4. There's Lucifer and Geronimo. I forgot. So it's 2 old people and 2 really young people because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
But I am no longer Minnesota Mr. Right. And that was Jason Lewis. There was a guy called Minnesota's Mr. Right.
Thought it might be Mark Dayton. Robert Flores for $10. Mm-hmm. This is the next one. Aaron, another factor in decision to buy a single-family home as a bachelor. You are going to be a lone male amongst couples with young children. You may get the stink eye from the mothers. Are they talking about the one you just built?
No, people don't understand. This isn't like a. That's a lot of wind. This isn't like a suburbanite development in the cities. South Dakota is still very rural, and so you get more like a spread. So I have like almost 5 acres of land, and my nearest neighbor is 500 yards away. I mean, you barely see him through the trees.
Wow.
So there's not a lot. This is where retired people are, or old people, or older folks. I'm certainly one of the younger people in my quote neighborhood or area, I guess you would say. But there's not really much of a neighborhood. When you get out west, like a lot of guys will buy ranches with thousands of acres just so no one could come near them. So there's no hot single moms or MILFs in my neighborhood. I think there's Jerry down the road, who's an old retired railroad worker. and I think Bob is the other guy, but I've only heard about him and never met him. So
this is going to be the perfect setup for you because, I mean, there's not going to be a single human being anywhere near your place to annoy you.
Right. I could be as loud as I want. This is the first time in my life that I will not have had to worry about neighbors or roommates or tenants, like waking people up. I could could blast up the music if I wanted to.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's gonna be neat. But yeah, there's no kids in my neighborhood because there is no neighborhood. There's a pond/swamp and a lot of trees. And and quiet and peace and serenity.
Nice. Looks like we got another one here. Clarence W for $10 Canadian. Or I'm sorry. There's one.
I'm scrolling down. Hang on. Let me do something here. We're going to put a couple people in timeout because they are clogging up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. You guys want to be idiots? I can do this all day.
Where's Atham? We need him for this.
Channel 1800. I love you, dude. Stop tweeting so much.
He actually just sent us a super chat.
I understand, but like, here's the problem. If everyone if you have a text, if you have a comment to make a comment, but don't make a comment at 5. That could be in one comment 5 different times because it bumps down all this the super chats, and we got to go log in and you know. All right, go ahead. DJ Aftershock, was he next?
There's actually a bunch above that. If you're not seeing them, I can read them.
Okay. Well, this is where everyone just.
Well, I can just read the next.
I got it. Adriano Ramos.
Even above that.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually channel 1800 Dumb had the last one, so maybe that's. I'll just go ahead and read that.
Read it. Go read the last one.
Channel 1800 Dumb for $5 New Zealand. Chad, I don't know you, mate, but you are a ringer for Toby Maguire. All due respect to. I'm just stupid. We drinking tonight, Cappy. Hee hee Friday. He sounds like he's drinking. I've heard that before. You know, whatever. All
right. Are we on to Adriano Ramos?
We are not. There's one below that from Patrick Haggerty for $5. Chad and Aaron, you got any recommended resources like books for making a financial model for a business idea to see if it's a good idea? That might be a troll. No, it's not.
So it's got Microsoft Excel has templates that you can use as an income statement. I bet you Microsoft Office Excel has like a business plan spreadsheet. So just look up templates, business plan, income statement, something like that. You should be able to find it.
Yeah, or find an accountant. The Competent Man for $5. The house will be done by May 2025.
Yeah.
Will Anthem graduate before then, or will the graduation party have to be held elsewhere?
P.S. Sure? Okay, hang on. Go finish it, but let me be in command of these super chats here now, all right?
Okay.
Good.
So the one after that is Clarence W for $10 Canadian. Buying a house soon. Sadly, I have to buy a 4-bedroom to get the size of garage I need. Not looking forward to families looking at me sideways. Single guy, 4-bedroom house seems suspicious. Nah.
Here's a rule I go by. I don't give a fuck what people think. Fuck them. So there you go. Now you're free to get that house. All right, let's talk Adriano Ramos. $2. Awesome. Mambo Kings are back. Thank you, Adriano. Our Mauritian Australian agent in the field.
There's more above that, but I'll let you.
Is there?
Yeah. In fact, I should read this next one. It's really good.
Okay.
Ahmad Khan for $2. Elkins better than Clary equals true. Then again, he used to do perverted super chats. Yeah, that's all from my end. You know what's funny is I don't see any of the ones you're seeing, but at least we're caught up on.
You know what? I bet you because they're tuning into the older brother channel, and I'm on the Clary podcast. So that's what it is. I simulcasted to both channels, so everyone's on the older brother. So keep an eye on them. That's why I couldn't find them. Okay, I see.
Are these simultaneously being?
Yeah, they're simultaneously because the Clary channel has a bigger presence than the older brother channel. So that's what's happening is you're seeing them all. So I'm going to have you catch them like a hockey goalie or something like that. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool.
Shout out to the stupidest nurse practitioner out there. Our mutual friend texts right now.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, just now.
Good. All right, let's stay on these super chats. Let's try to get through them so we can talk about stuff we want to talk about.
Okay. Matt Erickson for $5. Hey, Chad, an IRS audit gets my bank records, so why do I need to save receipts to prove expenses? Waste of time, is it not? No. Not every piece of deposit or cash that goes into your bank account is necessarily income, so you want to say these are my incomes and these are my expenses. Not a waste of time.
Yeah, and I the expense is the same thing. Like you say, well, they could just get my credit card. Like the IRS doesn't know what you consider an expense or just regular personal expenditure.
Correct. You have to keep a bookkeeping.
Right. No, it's very important. Yes.
Dre for $2. Brave and stunning transitioned. Aaron declared.
Dre. Oh, he's open. Okay. He's playing dirty. He's playing
Dre.
dirty. All right, fine, Dre. We see how it's going.
I like it. I don't see any more on my end.
Okay. All right. So I think you're on the older brother thing, and I'm on the Clary channel. So
I'm actually on the Clary one.
Maybe I'm on older brother. All right. It doesn't matter. You got this one, Robert Flores.
Yes. We read that one. But yeah, if you buy a single family home,
okay.
Yeah.
Let me scroll down.
DJ
Aftershock.
Yeah, DJ Aftershock, $5. Yo, Big C and Little E. Dude, bro, how do I make the big commish generating big ideas for the CPA squares? Throw them up Big C for the Carlson School, bro.
Wait, which way is C? Oh, got it. Oh, fucked up my back. There, C. Is that a C? No, is that? Yeah, that's a C. There, C. Okay. Yeah.
Ahmed Khan for $2. He's doing code. If guy parentheses height greater than 6 equals quote get the girls. Nah.
Run that past me again.
So for $2, Ahmed Khan said if parentheses guy dot height is greater than 6 close parentheses return. Yeah.
There's a little bit of code there. All right.
Yeah. And then another.
Now I'm getting all the ones that you had before, so they all are here. Okay.
Do you see one from Yeso Genesis?
Not yet.
No, we got that one. Got
that one. All right.
Yeah.
Yeso Genesis. All right. They all are here. I had them all. Just let me have them. So all right, here you go. Yeso Genesis.
Hey Cappy, I'm 32, make 100K gross annually, have 50K available to use any which way. How do you recommend I use this? Not good with money. P.S. Just got out of a relationship that cost me. Had to buy her out.
I got to put together a video because there's just no damn reason to get married. I had a client today, and I can't go into the details, but he saw 2 of his family members get divorced, and he's just like, fuck this shit. And these guys like, never again. There's no reason to get married, guys. There's just none. You can fall in love, you can have a relationship, but by God, you do not cohabitate if you're in a common law state, and you do not get married. A lot of you guys are like, but what if we had a ceremony and got married by the church? But then, nope, that will count as marriage in some place. You've got to be, please contact a lawyer before you do that. But generally, do not get married. 100,000 gross, 50K. I don't know. Do you know where you want to live? If you know where you want to live, I'd maybe put that as a down payment on a house, an affordable one, if they still exist. Otherwise, do you have a good IRA, 401k, throw it into the 401k, not all of it up to the match. He has an RRSP. That's right. He's Canadian, so he doesn't have a 401k. They got the RRSP, which I don't know if they have a match. But sure yeah, do. Man. Yeah, don't buy stupid shit. There we go.
The next one should be from Fred. See that?
Not Dre?
No, the next one I have is Fred Friedman Sowell.
Okay, go ahead. What's he saying?
He's saying for $2, dude, the Carlson School now has online MBA, and I want. Yeah.
Yeah. Nonstop Dre, $2. Cappy vents about his hands hurting from beating dogs. Yes. Beating lots of canines. It's there's Fred Freeman Sowell.
Ahmed Khan for $2. Marriage made sense around 50 years ago, and it's outdated now.
Yeah, I'd say about 50 years ago. Yeah.
My parents been married 50 years.
Yeah, and they're a rarity. The boomers now are we're going to see what a true happily married success rate is once the boomers die. But your parents are still the exception, not the norm.
Very much so. Dre should be the next one.
All right. Yeah. You're probably seeing. So, all right, go ahead. Read that one.
Dre for $2. Chad vents by looking at Tinder of 45 plus kids someday. Yeah, that's why I send you that. I used to send you that stuff because there were so many women there above the age of 40. They're like, I would like to have a family someday.
And here's what's sad. At first you think, oh my God, I can't believe it. Look at this crazy one. Then you realize there's so many of them that it's now just common. It's not even shocking anymore. It's like, oh yeah, they're delusional. You know, that's
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Next one is El Orgullo de Jalisco Dos for $5. For heaven's sake, don't spend $2,000 on a consultation with a fake alpha. Buy the book of numbers, only $16 USD for paper on Amazon. Is he talking about that thing you're doing in
Well,
Vegas?
hang on. Let me get Juan's question. Let me find it. I'll throw it up because it was a good question. Juan, the Aztec Patriarch, $3. Won't be able to listen to the live stream. Cheers. Oh, that's all right. You can always download it later. We'll throw it into YouTube or MP3. There's Dre's. Yeah, let me just. I'll throw them up. You read them because it looks like I'm not missing any. They're just further down.
Oh, okay.
Than that. All right, Evan Seville. All right.
For $5. Does Jack know you're cheating with Chad? Atham gave us a glimpse of your relationship with Chad. We live in an inclusive world now. It's okay to show. Yeah,
dude. I called up Atham. I'm like, dude, that was the funniest shit ever. I was like, my God, I was rolling. I showed the GF and she's like, why would he do that? I'm like, this is funny, but you're not gay, are you? I'm like, everybody knows I'm not gay. Everyone knows Jack isn't gay. So, oh God, those
yeah, they got us last year. I remember that.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, we did this one. We read this one.
For heaven's sake, don't spend $2,000 on a consultation with a fake alpha. Buy the book of numbers, only $69. Right, but Orgu, you speak Spanish. How do you pronounce it? I just call him De Jasco.
El Orgullo de Jalisco Dos, Chaparrito.
Oh, wow. Okay, much better than me. Look, here's the deal. No one has to attend this seminar if you don't want to. There is, however, a market of men that want to. I mean, there's 12 or 13 or 14 speakers. So a fair amount of guys. A lot of these guys want to meet all these guys. A lot of these guys find it's worthwhile. And what I get a kick out of is whenever I do a seminar or a conference or put together, that online seminar I do, all these like, I can't believe it. And nobody understands the concept of freedom, choice, volunteerism, and individuality. They make it seem like I'm putting a gun to these people's heads. Hey guys, fuck off and eat a bag of dicks if you don't want to take it. That's fine. You don't have to take it. But for some people, it's worth the money. And I hate, you guys might want to think about this. If you develop a skill or something and you could charge $400 for it, go charge $400 for it. All right. Not everyone wants to buy it, but some people do. And it's called change the channel or choice or yes or no. But I mean, Chad, if you could charge $400 a pop for a seminar you did, would you?
Well, that's my minimum for tax prep. So yeah,
okay,
I would.
All right. But let's say you did a seminar on how to be a nerd in Chicago. Okay. And a lot of people are like, I can figure out how to be a nerd in Chicago. I don't know. You go on YouTube, how to be a nerd in Chicago. And there's a bunch of YouTube videos. But some people may want to pay you. All right. Would you charge them if they're willing to pay you $400 a ticket to see you do a 2-hour seminar?
Of course, it's a free country. I want to make some money.
And that's why I don't get. And then you have these nobodies. Oh, your reputation will be ruined. Oh, yeah, I can't believe you're going and hanging out with Donovan Sharp, who, by the way, is one of the nicest guys ever and has treated me with nothing but professionalism and kindness. And it's like, hey guys, and this is to the people like the drama. Fuck off. Find another channel. Just fuck right the fuck off. All right. If you don't understand free choice, free will, and people can do what they want to do, and okay, that's fine. Or simple profit, like hell yeah, if I can charge $500 for a seminar, I'm going to do it. If you don't understand that, you're just not economically intelligent enough. You're not philosophically intelligent enough. Go, I don't know, do whatever it is you do. Go make your $10 an hour at McDonald's. I have no fucking clue, and that's even an insult to people at McDonald's. But I'm getting so sick and tired of like, oh my God, he's charging money and profiting. I can't believe it. And, he's hanging out with him. He's hanging out with him. I can't. And it's, do you know, like, let's say you and I hang out is it possible that I might have a friend who likes me but doesn't like you? Is that possible?
Let's see. Maybe the reverse is possible, but I don't know about that particular. No.
My point is, like, so yeah, what? I'm gonna be hanging out with Donovan and Pop and Joker. Now, what? All of a sudden, people who like Joker but don't like me are gonna hate on Joker. You know, it's this childish immaturity where it's like, I just. So I understand. Pronounce his name again.
Oh, let me get back to it. El Orgullo de Jalisco dos.
Right. For you, it's not worth. I understand. $2,000 is a lot of money, and maybe you're more of an autodidactic where you teach yourself, or it's not worth the money. But for some people, it is. You know, like I'm trying to think of stuff people blow their money on that's incredibly stupid. Oh, I know, college degrees, which is significantly more than $2,000.
Handbags.
Yeah, handbags. Well, those are more chick stuff. But guys buy sports cars. And I'll tell you this, at least you go to this seminar, you're going to come walking away with something. You know, it's not poison. It's not Oprah. I'm going to be doing stuff on finances.
There's some people I would like to meet. Some of those guys. It looks like a good group.
I can't wait to meet Joker. I met Pop for the first time and Blake. That was awesome. And then who else
was that? The first time you'd met Rolo when you were on the Fresh and Fit?
Yeah. When I was down in Miami. Yeah, when I met Rolo. But another perfect example, if you tune into the Fresh and Fit podcast, those guys are regularly getting $100 super chats. You may say, I can't believe someone would pay $100. Well, someone did. It's a big economy out there, 7 billion people. Some people want to pay.
Shout out to Forney watching this show.
Oh, Forney, I should check in with him. By the way, yes, Orgullo. If the book of numbers, that's a much cheaper version, but the seminar I'm going to be doing or the speech I'm going to be doing has nothing to do with the book of numbers.
Classic Bass Man for $5. All my friends are now starting to get married and have kids. All I have to say is good luck.
Yeah. Watch them get divorced. I'm serious. I'm not even being cynical or dark. Just watch them get divorced. It's going to happen.
Starting to happen in my world. People have been married a long time. So, Clarence W, $5 Canadian. Tell that dude to look at BlockFi. If you stake US dollars crypto, it's 8% returns, APY, paid out monthly.
Okay.
All right.
We got a lot of super chats coming in.
Dre for $2. Would you two give up life expectancy for more height? Yeah, maybe a week, sure.
No, if I was younger, I'd give up maybe because it would have served me a little bit better. But now, fuck no. I don't have that much time left.
No, I like who I am. This one. See what I meant by Ahmed for $2. If Chad.married is true, Chad
net worth is divided by 2.
I never learned the code.
Good to see Ahmed learning code though,
and actually not giving us perverted super chats.
Right.
Yes. Oh, Genesis, $2 Canadian. Already have the house, Cappy. Trying to grow the dollars. All right, good.
Yeah, just a good, boring old diversified portfolio, index fund investing, that kind of thing. It's not as long as you have a diversified portfolio that's age adjusted for when you want to retire. That's pretty much all you can do. But the main thing is don't buy stupid shit. Don't fuck up your life. That's it.
Dre for $2. Cappy's not a rainbow dude. He just likes to polish stones for fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna polish Dre some stones. I'm gonna send him out to him. I'm gonna send him some polished stones. That's what I'll do.
Wait do you see what he did after this one? Mexi Mike for $5. If I attend this seminar with you, Cappy, will you at least pull my finger? Also, Uncle Cappy, bestest millennials Gen Z life coach ever.
Yes, I am. Ever. And Mike, if you show up, you can pull my finger. Yes, we'll play the pull my finger game.
This is the one. Nonstop Drake gay for $5. Chad, if you're sick of dating delusional women, you could always bat for the same team. I'm coming out of the closet, Chad. I wonder if that's really Dre or someone's.
Maybe he set up. I wouldn't put it past Dre to set up 2 different accounts. He totally would.
He would.
It's just this bored computer science major who's just like, I got GI money. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, let's post with these guys.
Tall and has a large, you know what.
Well, that's just a given. I mean, now Gay Dre's got to have a massive cock. I mean, if he's Gay Dre.
Mexi Mike, $2, $400 an hour. Hell's yeah, man. Where do I make
there? That's what I'm saying. How dare you make money?
I've had some people do that. They send me a message and they're like, I'd like to consult with you. I give them my hourly rate. And they're like, well, that's too much.
That's too much. All right, bye.
The Competent Man for $5. Any insight why all kinds of conflict with various groups or attacks on each other recently? I'm hearing reports of doxing, attack videos, etc.
Yeah, the short version is this. There was the 21 convention or 21 studios or whatever. And I guess the guy who headed up that is now attacking the speakers who are going, or some of them, they're going to speak on Donovan's thing. I presumably, keep in mind, I stay out of it. I don't give a shit. All right. But apparently he was upset that Donovan decided to start his own conference, which Donovan has every right to. Again, like, oh my God, Donovan started a conference. What a dick. And so I guess anyone who was a speaker with Donovan's conference is now no longer part of Team 21 Con. And so like I said, I don't care about this shit. I fly above it. I try to be friendly to everyone. And unless someone really alienates me or alienates a friend that I'm like, well, that's beyond the pale what you did there. For the most part, I try to be friendly with him. Even people I disagree with remember Bernard Chapin?
I do.
He hated my guts. Now, if Bernard Chapin wanted to speak at a seminar, like say Donovan's seminar, I'm not talking to Donovan. He's hanging out with Bernard Chapin. I'd even speak next to him and sit next to him because I'm a professional and I can let grudges and disagreements, whatever they may be set aside. But apparently for some people, it's not that way. And I don't know. I went through middle school once. I don't want to go through it again. So I kind of, but there's like doxing and attack videos, but that's been also happening beforehand. To a lot of the Rule Zero guys. Some jealous, petty people were, literally nothing else going. Remember I talked about the guy playing poker all day? These people have nothing better to do than to anonymously, of course, they'll never show their face, but they'll anonymously go look up people and dox them and all this other stuff. It's like, what? So that's, and think about it for whatever consolation this is. Imagine how sad and pathetic your life is if that's the best use of your time.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I got more important shit to do. More important shit.
Yeah. Alex Patino for $5. Hey, Cappy, the problem with people nowadays is that not only do they want the info you provide, but they feel entitled to it for free damn commies.
I won't lie that the seminar I intend on doing, most of it is available for free on the internet, but I don't know where to find it. And it's spread across 4,000 damn videos and 10 books. And and there will be new stuff added to this. And a lot of people, another thing is people don't realize what it takes to put together an hour presentation. You got to do your research. You have to put together PowerPoint. You have to rehearse. And you can't just rehearse once or twice. You got to kind of get it polished so you're not sitting there, You got to time it to get in under an hour. It's a lot of work that goes into it. And to take all that data and information and compile it into one succinct thesis or theme, that's a convenience. Because I'll tell you now, $2,000. Well, think about that. $2,000 for the pointed wisdom of 12 guys. I mean, let's say you're making $20 an hour. So that's 100 hours. Could you compile all the data these guys had in 100 hours?
Does it include the hotel expenses?
Yeah, the hotel's included. Both nights you get food, and then the Feast of Champions.
Oh yeah, I heard your video on that.
Oh man, the Feast of Champions. I was like, come on. Say we're having a nice dinner, a formal dinner or whatever. I'm not in charge. I'm just a speaker. So
Bacon, $5.56. This money says 21 studio spurgs won't put their money where their mouth is, let alone say any of this to our faces. Change my mind. Yeah.
What do you mean, Dre? Bacon put their money where their mouth is. They won't.
I think he's saying that he's betting that they're not gonna do anything about this. They won't dox anybody. They'll just.
Well, I don't know if there's anyone left on the 21 platform.
Yeah.
because everyone's been alienated by I forget his name.
Anthony Dream Johnson.
Yeah, Anthony the Dream Johnson. Why didn't I remember? I should remember the Dream Team. Yeah, I think he's alienated everybody. That he doesn't have a lot of people left. Holy cow.
Matt Erickson for $2. Donovan Sharp is the greatest of all time. Get money. I've never met Donovan, but I actually have had very positive interactions with him.
Yeah, Donovan, just so you guys know, I'll tell you a story here. Donovan said, hey, do you mind promoting my stuff? We've had workings and dealings before, and he had a seminar coming. I'm like, yeah, sure. And he says, here's the affiliate link. I'm like, okay, fine. Well, I got like 3 sales, which ended up being like $900 for me. Ain't nobody else made me $900 for sending out a link and a video. I'm like, okay. But then when you meet Donovan, he's the nicest guy. And he called me up. He says, hey, I got some issues. And to show you he's legit and sincere, I don't think I'm giving anything away here. Probably vindicating him, if anything. He's like, my bank is getting rid of me. I said, what are you talking about? He says,
oh, yeah.
My bank thinks I'm laundering money. I'm like, oh, I said, okay, because you've had that drastic increase in income that's above 10,000. It triggers. Yeah, I say, okay. And I had to introduce him to the concept of a private bank. I'm like, okay, you got to do it for high net worth individuals. You go to a private bank. He's like, oh, thanks a lot, man. And then he showed me how to do the seminars and Teachable and all this other stuff. I have not had anyone help me that much. Not that much. And so, my policy is people treat me good, I treat them good. And Donovan, maybe he talks a lot, but he's a good guy in my book. He's done nothing but kindness towards me. Holy cow, we got a lot here.
Oh, guess they missed us. El Gurrio de Jalisco Dos for $5. Well, if people want to spend the big bucks on the girls, so be it. Some people like to throw money away, like uni, marriage, sports bars, horses, etc. Yeah, it's people's money. They can,
Yeah, and here's another thing. This is what I learned from Modern Life, John. Like, what if you don't know anything? Like, you're 19 years old and your dad wasn't around or just wasn't participatory. Like, wouldn't $2,000 be worth it to get all this wisdom and the knowledge of these guys? And so, I mean, yeah, compared to girls and horses and sports bar, yeah, but I think the problem with my audience is most of these guys know a lot of all this stuff, but they've been tuning in for 5 years, spending hundreds, if not thousands of hours tuning in across different channels and everything. Like, well, I know that. It's like, yeah, but you're not a 20-year-old kid who's been brought up by a single mom feminist mother. So the $2,000 may very well be worth for some people.
Well, I mean, if the $2,000 it includes your lodging and even some food, that's like a quarter of it right there, at least.
Yeah.
Darius Thurman for $5. The central theme of the CME is bridging the divide in the red pill of the Manosphere. What do you think of the beef between Rollo and Anthony Johnson?
I'd obviously side on with Rollo because, again, he's a friend and he's never done me wrong. I've never met Anthony Johnson. And I think the beef is like, did Anthony Johnson dox him or something? Or
I think Anthony Johnson got into it with Rich Cooper a few years ago. Okay. No?
Well, for whatever it is, it's stupid. I don't care, but I know Rollo, and I'm siding with Rollo because once again, Rollo has been nothing but kind, and he's honest. I don't know. It'd be like if someone says, like, "Oh, can you imagine that beef between Chad and Joe Blow?" I'm like, I'm probably going to side with Chad because I know Chad.
Mexi Mike for $5. Jalisco is very masculine state in Mexico. Girls have pretty green and blue eyes, prided themselves of know how to cook and pop out kids galore and behaving feminine.
Well, let's go to Jalisco.
Hold on one sec. Oh, okay. No, Forney was texting me. DJ Aftershock for $2. Ever dealt with hedge fund bros? Big bank, y'all.
I haven't, and if I have, I wouldn't have known it.
I have.
You have?
I have some clients that are like that.
Are they more modernly more nerds and geeks and tech savvy, or are they still dude bro dickheads?
Dude bro douchebags. Okay. Cheap. They're cheap. Do you notice that a lot of people that make a lot of money try to be cheap?
Very much so. Yep.
Dre for $2. That's not me. LOL.
Oh, it isn't. Oh, okay. Well,
Dre's somebody trolling you.
Dre's got a boyfriend. Okay, Dre. No, that's fine, Dre. Isn't the Marines part of the Navy? Aren't the Marines part of the Navy? I thought the Marines were part of the Navy. All right, just want to know.
Clarence W for $5 Canadian. I'm 6'2" on my crypto wallet. I'm actually 5'7". Hey, wallet adds a few inches.
Are you supposed to list your height on a crypto wallet?
I think he's joking that he has so much money in his crypto. Fred Friedman Sal for $5. Brew, Elkins and I are going to win the beach volleyball tourney at North Avenue Beach against the Big Ten Dude Bros. Then we celebrate with the Trad Girls and Rumplements. Are you playing in that league? You play in that, Fred?
Huh. He's tall enough he can.
Yeah, that's a lot of girls play there. DigiNomad for $5 Canadian. Cappy, after your degree in banking, could things have gone any better now with asshole consulting? Freedom in ways banking could never offer.
I'll tell you this, going to the Carlson School of Management and giving it my all, and then going into banking and trying my best and interning and all that other stuff, and having it be an absolutely horrific experience. The benefit is that now I appreciate asshole consulting and my book sales and you guys and the super chats all that much more. I'm waiting for the day to wake up, this ends, or, I do actually have cancer, not just merely a side pain and a bump on my liver, where whatever, deplatforming or whatever else have you. But that is one thing I really appreciate, is having to go through all that fucking, and it taught, it's like your experience with one of the big four, where you realize that, we're the big four, we're big swinging dicks. Like, no, you're a bunch of racist, sexist assholes who are promoting people because of affirmative action and marketing over competent, more qualified people. And that was where it's like banking. And I think the financial crisis showed everyone just what a fraudulent group of posers finance type of people are. And so now that I'm not part of that again, and I just get to be my typical dickish asshole self and get paid for it. It's awesome. It's like, you gotta wear a suit still, huh? That's nice.
One of our other friends is texting. I'm telling him to tune in. Channel 1800 Dumb, $5 New Zealand. Infighting is silly, counterproductive. This is our methodology, and it is heartbreaking to see. Seems to happen in all forums, work, church,
Yeah, because very few people are actually legitimate and sincere. A lot of people are just in it for ego and money too. Of course, I'm in it for money. I mean that.
Yeah, but if you're sincere and in it for money, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
I stated from the onset that I'm here for. Remember DT's soundbite? I was on DT and the Man.
Yeah, well, I don't remember what it was.
So he saved the soundbite. I'm like, here's my products. Go buy my shit. Give me your fucking money. And I'm honest.
Classified Chappie for $5. Currently reading the Book of Numbers, and it's informative, where I'm glad I'm not going to be married at all. Can't wait to finish it. Great book so far.
Cool.
Is the audio version out?
Yeah, it's out.
That's what I'm going to get.
Kevin Sapp. If you do get it, download the PowerPoint that goes with it. assholeconsulting.com/data. Actually, everybody, you could download that for free. You don't need to get the book. You might find the data interesting, but you go to the charts there. But assholeconsulting.com/data. That is the compendium or companion piece to the audiobook, because we can't show charts. So you can go ahead and get that for free. That's a simple download.
Fred Friedman for $2. Did Vlad Elks mess up my sidewalks with pen pow chalk?
Did you see the picture that he sent?
No.
Some girl who wrote, I'm 14 and a guy older than me yelled out to me, call me sometime. This is street harassment. #street harassment.
I missed that.
Well, it's like they're teaching 14-year-old girls to, like, anytime a guy says call me, like, that's harassment now. Like, okay, all right, I'll just sit in my forest little cabin there with my pond, and I'm going to ignore the world.
Yes, so Genesis, $2 Canadian. Thanks for your advice, guys. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Do we still have more of these? There are a lot
more. Yeah.
Wow.
You make it rain, man. You're the stripper of the red pill community. People just love tossing their $2 at you.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Matt Erickson for $2. Stop grifting super chats. Give original content.
We'd like to, but we get dude. You know who's like super pissed off about super chats?
Who?
Great one. Like he makes a very interesting point because everyone who made anything that became slightly popular with their podcast was because they did good material and people liked them or gravitated them for whatever reason. And so as they became more popular and then super chats came in, they're like, oh, free money. Now, I don't know about you, Chad, but if there's free money, I'm going to take the free money. And so what the great one's point was is that the less and less people, as well as less and less percentage of a podcast is actually the hosts and audience, or the host and the co-host talking about whatever it is. It's just handling all the super chats. And I may actually, like in my asshole consulting videos, I'm like, it's $10 minimum or more on sometimes. I'll put like a $10 sign and say it has to be this much or more because I don't have time. It's like I gotta get through the questions. And I may do a no super chat podcast one of these days where just like, God, it's been so long. I just went off on a riff and, talked about what I want and had that meandering line of thought.
I do miss original videos, not just from you, but a lot of people, they don't really do them anymore.
Well, I did 3 original videos and they were incredibly popular because I finally got to talk about what I wanted. What can I use my parents' money on, an English degree or a literature degree? It's like, I can see where people get tired of that.
Mexi Mike, 10. Thanks, man. Cappy, consider teaching a minute or two of Econ 101. Officially classified under higher education. Kids can get student loans
there we go.
Jobs default and get $50K oppressed student bailout. Yeah.
Right. I should also let them know that I'm from the Carlson School of Management. Right. I have high credentials, very good credentials. Let me go back.
I don't think my MBA program was that much better, if at all.
John, don't be putting in a ton of chats, man. Just say what you got to say. I mean, put it all in one chat. Don't do 5 each sentence. You make a post. All right, we're getting slaughtered here, just barely keeping up with the super chats as it is. Modern Life John is in the house, by the way, who you can find at modernlifedating.com, right?
I don't remember.
All right.
Is he going to be there? No, he's overseas.
No, he's not going to be there. He's over in Japan.
Luis M for $5. How many years of tax experience do you recommend one get before starting my own practice? I passed the CPA exam. I mean, you did the hard part as far as I'm concerned, which is getting the damn CPA over with. I would say get a couple of years, maybe 3-4 years under your belt, either public accounting or if you can get a job with the government, which sucks, but it does tell you how to, what to look for with taxes. Give it a good 3-4 years, and yeah, you can strike out, get some clients. Do it on the side first, like what I did.
I like how Luis, I'm assuming, is Latino, and even though they might, a Latino, let's promote him. He's like, nope, fuck this shit. I want to be self-employed.
Yeah, use them the way they want to use you. Mexi Mike for $2. Not sure what that is. Congrats. Get ready to grow a pair and ask men out.
I don't get it.
Fred for $5. I hereby call for a Cappy Core Power Yoga Fund. On Cappy's photos, his arms are ripped, but he needs some work on the core and abs. Fundraiser time.
I am. You know what? Do you know how hard it is to get abs?
It's hard.
It's really hard. And I've been off testosterone, I think, for a week and a half, 2 weeks now, maybe. More like 10 days. I haven't had any slowing down in my working out. I have had no slowing down in my progress. No change. My experience with testosterone was completely unneeded. So there's my experience. But you guys are all giving me guff because here I am. I'm actually got some good muscle. I took a picture. I posted it. Everyone. But you guys are like, oh, look at that cut. Like, dude, it's at least a 2-pack. It's not 6-pack, but that's not going to happen.
So I don't want to add fuel to this fire, but I showed our friend who you spoke to today because I was working out with him.
Oh yeah.
I showed him your picture and he goes, "Oh, he needs to work on his back."
See, and that's the problem, you know. The same people are like, I can't believe you're charging money, and drifters, and they're hanging out with Donovan. They're the same people who are like, you should get that cough check,
Oh,
and
no,
you know, and your triceps need a little bit. It's like, guys, fuck off, right?
He said that in good humor. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
like, yeah, it wasn't like you're thinking. Yeah, it was just we were joking.
It's like, God Almighty. I hiked 6 miles, 3 up, 3 down a hill or mountain. I've been hitting the gym every other day. Even pulled my back, so all I only did was pull-ups because you don't use your back, and bench press and dips because you're not using your back. And then, you know, well, technically, yeah, you know what? Why don't you? I'll listen to Rich Cooper, Drew Bain, who else? Jack Napier.
Doesn't Donovan lift?
Yeah, but he's been so busy. He's kind of gained a little bit of his paunch back. So, but he's gone down to Arizona to get shredded again. So I'll listen to people who actually look shredded before and even then I'll be like, yeah, I don't need better triceps, whatever a tricep is.
I've really enjoyed getting into weightlifting.
Good, have you?
I have, but I wouldn't be able to do it alone. I needed some motivation, and working out with our buddies been really helpful.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I just kind of throw in the headphones, and what I've learned, just my experience for anyone is, I first started where I'd like do the weights and I'd have a relaxation time, do another set, relax a little bit. And what I found is it goes a lot faster, and it actually, you get into a mindset where it's like, okay, I'm going to work this muscle group and I'll be tired on that muscle group, but then I'll go use I'll do a different press or something and use a different muscle group. And so it's a little bit more taxing, but you really cut the time in your workout, and then all of a sudden 35, 45 minutes later, it's over. So then you go home. So. All right.
Clarence W, $2 Canadian. Shut up and take my money.
All right, we will.
Done. Compton man for $2. Canada reports 53% almost bankrupt from lockdowns.
53% of what? Companies? People?
I guess they're citizens.
Oh.
I don't see a message on that one.
These are my favorite messages where people say nothing. They just give us money.
There might be one below it.
Oh, is there?
I mean, I'm not seeing any of these on mine, so it might be on your end.
Okay. See, we're getting them in faster than we can get through them.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Our future MD1, $10. Hey, Cappy, you sound nicer. Bill Burr, LOL. When is the audiobook for Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty?
The Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty probably won't ever go into audio, simply because there's not enough volume. And it's not because black men don't read. It's because black men are not that big of a percent of the population. So there's really not, the cost benefit analysis isn't there. And Audible has really, like, you don't control your prices in Audible. They set it for you, and they really set it pretty low. So if it was a little bit higher, maybe I'd do it, but I got to pay a narrator to read it. Obviously, you probably want a black man to read it, not Kevin Sapp. And I got a buddy, but it's audio. It's a paperback or Kindle. Oh, and the other reason it's not an Audible is because I'm racist. That's the other reason it's not. Yeah. So.
Coach Greg Adams gave you a shout out for that the other day. I was randomly listening to it.
Yeah, I saw the sales bumped up when you said that. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks, Greg. Yeah.
Nonstop Dre 360 for $2. To annoy the great one more, I like his podcast. Yeah.
He does have a point. I do enjoy listening to the Graham, but man, he's been on a genuine racist, sexist, bigoted tear. I'm like, geez, great. Yeah, like, okay, he doesn't like a quarter of me, let's just say. I'm getting the impression him and John Steele, but then they'll hang out with a guy like me, and he'll claim he doesn't like people with darker color skin than us, but then he'll tune into the goddamn bacon. It's like, are you really thinking this through? You know,
goddamn bacon, $2.23. Hey. Update: the goddamn bacon is my YouTube channel. Cool.
GD Bacon. Okay, cool. Bacon. So, Bacon, are you recording there and converting to MP3 like you should? Or are you still? What did you guys all record on? You guys would always occasionally get drunk and record on Instagram.
He still does it on Instagram, but he might be doing it on YouTube as well.
Okay. Here's $4 again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of that on my end.
Probably because he's on a, you know.
Oh, no, I mean, I see his name now, but I don't see anything below those chats. But he's in the
because
chat.
he just donated money. That's it. He just donated money.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens.
Cordell Brumley. It's like an English name. $10. Coworker's daughter graduated a year ago with a zoology degree. She's now working at PetSmart, putting goldfish in plastic bags for customers. 60K. Oh,
Oh
feel
God.
bad for your coworker.
Oh God, that's hilarious. That's great. That's just great. Fucking zoology. What the fuck is? I like the animals. Oh, that made my day, Cordell.
Ben Williams for $5. Your books and videos changed my life. How can I convince my brother and other guys close to me to read your books and take your advice?
You try once, maybe buy it as a gift.
Yeah.
Okay. And or if there like there's a pretty cool zany video that you like on my YouTube channel, maybe that's entertaining, send it to them. After you do that, you can't do anything else, Ben. And that's an important lesson for everyone to learn. But as you become an adult, is you cannot convince people to change their minds. They have to be willing to change it within themselves. And so you can make a good empirical evidence. Maybe you could kind of give them a first hit of heroin if it's a funny video. I'd say the book of Numbers might. Bachelor Pad Economics might be a good gateway drug because it isn't terribly political. And so maybe that, but for your own sake, Ben, if they don't listen, I've seen a lot of brothers, try and save their older or younger brother or their sisters from making bad mistakes. And what ends up happening is they try and try and try, and then they're resented. And then they feel bad, and people really don't like them that much. And it's like you almost alienate the relationship. So speak your piece, give them whatever, but after that, get on with your life and don't worry because it's not your problem, not your fault.
Just something real quick. So Bacon's channel is the goddamn Bacon. He just couldn't spell it out in the super chat. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Hamilton, $2. Been trying to enlist Chad for tax prep. Still accepting. Not this year, man. Let's talk later in the year.
Let's talk about. All right, everyone, hold off on the super chats.
We still have more.
Well, yeah, we do. Just everyone, hold off because I do want to get an update on Chad Elkins' tax life, and I do have to go to bed too. I also got to take my sleeping pill, so maybe we take a break for that.
Fred. I'll read this one. Fred for $2. The trad girls like Prager and Ramsey, it seems. Do they like Ramsey? I guess they do.
I don't know. Prager's on his third wife, and Dave Ramsey filed for bankruptcy when he was younger. So I have measured amounts of respect for them. Measured. They're so antiquated. That's really what it is. They're quaint. They're very quaint. They're very, look at the old-fashioned man who believes that, there's a future of America and there's just tons of traditional girls was waiting around. And
Dre, $2. When will you do another show with Modern Life Dating? #China.
I am surprised I got this video done. It will be fall. This house is taking everything out of me because of the minutia I must manage and deal with. And then I also have to put together a seminar for the Conference on Masculine Excellence. And I'm trying to also calm down. And so I'm trying to relax. And I'm also trying to get in good shape as well. And so, no, I know, dude, for me, it's booze. But if I did pot, I'd be probably worthless. And I don't have time. Like, I cannot be down a day. I can't. There's like no hangover, no recovery. Like I have to be on my game every day, at least till midsummer.
Yeah, same with me till at least mid-May. Matt Erickson for $2. Stop grifting chats, or I'll go to the goddamn Bacon YouTube.
Oh, here we go. He wrote some texts.
Right. Oh, okay. K Hearts 87, $4.99. Sorry guys, the messages didn't come through. Cappy, repeat customer here, chose Army over local police. Will go for police after 4 to 6 years in the Army. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I remember he had an asshole consulting question. He's like, should I join the Army or the police? I'm like, well, the police will take you after 35. The Army won't. So I told him to join the Army or the military, and he did. So that's good. It's good.
Mexi Mike, $2. Book of Numbers on Audible was like $4.95.
Yeah, it should. Especially if Amazon was smart, they just jack up the price at least for the first 6 months. But they wanted it to be very charitable, I guess. I guess they really wanted to warn you boys about the dangers of pursuing Duck Girls. So.
Shadrack Roberts for 304. 304 for those 304s. Shout out to Coach King.
Coach King. What's a 304?
I think that's part of his show, but I'm not sure what it is. 304.
It's not an accounting reference?
I don't think so. I'll see in the chat here if he says anything.
Okay.
304. Huh?
Mexi Mike again.
Man, you're generous. $10. Congrats for the new dating app for conservatives, tradcons, Republican voters called Writer. Hello, post-wall, MAGA hat wearing, born-again Christian, plus 30-year females. I'll stick to my local bar. Well,
there you go. Good. All right, I think we're finally caught up. Damn it, no.
Just check on that real fast.
No more. Just hold off, guys. Just hold off. All right. Hit Adriano, and then I'm gonna get my sleeping pill, and then I want to hear about your accounting season.
Okay. Adriano Ramos for $2 Australian. You guys use protein powder and favorite bodybuilder?
I used to do creatine and whey protein back 5, 6, 7 years ago. But now I don't know. I guess I don't need it. I'm happy with the gains I have, and just not eating carbs. That's basically it.
I'm trying to up my intake of cottage cheese, meat, eggs, peanut butter, all that stuff.
So, all right, let me get my sleeping pill. Then we're going to have the Elkums update, all right?
All right. Any song requests, dudes? See if anything comes in. So this is why I could never do my own show where I just start talking about stuff when I'm alone. I wouldn't know how to do this, without having a guest on there, Oh, cottage cheese is inflammatory? Ooh, that's not good. I was just looking for a good source of protein. What are some other good protein foods, like fish, chicken, Greek yogurt? I bet that's a good one. Eat real food like eggs. Yeah, I've been trying to update my eggs. Does cheese have protein? Eggs, fish, yeah. Steak, yes. Definitely trying to get more steak. Shrimp has protein. Salmon, yes. Salmon I've heard about. Bison. I'd like to try bison. McDonald's. Do I speak Spanish? Sí, yo puedo hablar el español. Did you take your melatonin?
No, I'm upgrading to Somtrex, or no, not Ambien. I don't take that prescription, like the little blue pill, whatever you get at Walmart, and even the cheap knockoff brand of
little blue pill, huh?
It's called
sorry.
It's called like Sleep Time Aid, and it's the generic version of you get it at Walmart, or the grocery store. It's nothing.
Like the Unisom, the over-the-counter.
Yeah. You get it at a grocery store. It's nothing fancy. So, all right. Tell me about the accounting season. How it's going?
Dude, I don't know. There's days. So I don't know if you guys know this. They extended the filing deadline to May 17th. I'm supposed to be in my last week. It's normally April 15th, and it's weird because I thought that people were spacing this out a little bit, but for the last week and a half, it's just been torturous amounts of work. I mean, it's really, really, really busy. And then I got finished before I went to the gym with our friend. I got finished today, and since then, nothing. No emails, no annoying texts. It's just, it goes in weird waves. It's weird when they push the deadline back like this. Some people know about it and some people don't. So it's been odd.
So then you sent out an email saying you weren't going to do extensions?
I did to the people who I want to keep as clients. To the ones that I want to get rid of, I didn't send them any emails because I was hoping they would never contact me. So
okay.
A few of them did, and then I'm kind of like, well, we're not waiting until May 17th. So bring it on.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's been odd. I actually don't think I'll be incredibly busy after April 15th. I think what I did might be kind of effective. So we'll
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
see.
No, I'm glad to hear it because past several tax seasons, you've of course no accountant's happy during tax season, but man, you for a self-employed guy who's very successful, you are not happy those 4 months out of the year. You are
Yeah.
just not happy.
Well, I mean, last year was the worst because, went to July 15th. This year it started out shitty because, I mean, it has been because nobody will come to my office. It's all virtual.
Mm.
No one will come to me. But I never thought I would be location independent until the COVID, and now I think I'm pretty much location independent. So it's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
That's been a masked blessing a lot of people don't think about. Like I know several people, some even close to me, where it's like this COVID thing has just been like, oh, so we now have a year proving that no white collar worker really needs to commute. There's no reason. And so I think, and after a while, and here's where the touchy feely leftist corporate philosophy, and just general touchy feely fear and all that ends up biting them in the ass. They just want, oh, whatever's safe, safety at all costs. If it just says safe, don't just stay home,
Yeah.
just stay home. Now they've inculcated people in getting used to working from home, and they've given them something. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm not coming back. Like,
Well, guess
no,
what? Some of my clients have told me this. They said, well, they're saying that this summer we'll have to start going into the office, commuting. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks. And believe it or not, and these are mostly women, they're like, we want to. We're tired of sitting at home. Like, we want to. I'm like, why? Why would you want to get up and take the L downtown? Like, I don't know.
do any of them have kids though?
No, these are single
Yeah,
gals.
if they had kids, they probably want to stay at home. But yeah, keep in mind that's all they got for socializing.
Yeah.
I could see, and working from home myself, I want to get out, so I could see that. But I wouldn't want to go to an office. I'd
Me
be like, no,
neither.
I'm going to the coffee store. I'm going to the bar. I'm going to go to a Navy Pier.
Well, I wouldn't want to commute. I mean, you know where I live. It kind of sucks to try to go downtown from here during rush hour. So, I mean, that would suck.
Yeah, but you know what? That's their social life. That's where it's what would it be? High school version 3.0 because you had college, that's 2.0, and then work is high school version 3.0. I have at it, ladies. It's all you. It's all you.
But I mean, if they did that to me, if I had, a year plus of just working from home, and then they were like, hey, starting June 1, everybody's required to come in, I'd just say, no, I'm not going to.
Not going in. No.
Nope.
I agree. Darn it, I had it here. Where did it go? Oh, darn it. Fred texted me. Oh yeah, I got to wake up early.
Me too. I don't care.
I need my rest. That's one good thing about being out here, especially if I go hiking. I only need like one melatonin pill to zonk out because I hit the thing.
How much longer are you gonna be there?
Here I'm only here till the 13th.
Well,
so basically get everything in order. Fred texted, by the way, on the elevator, asked a 20-something woman what she would think of a guy taking her to Applebee's. Because I was talking on a previous Asshole Consulting where it's like, oh, Applebee's, that was kind of like a fancier restaurant. It wasn't fast food. Especially when you're like in your late teens, early 20s. Applebee's was, like Devani's. I couldn't afford Devani's. She thought I was asking her out. I told her no. I just wanted her opinion on Applebee's as a spot to take a date for dinner. She said, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. How times have changed for the worse. Like Applebee's, that like TGI Fridays and that was like, it's not Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, but it was certainly mid-level dining.
I thought they went bankrupt. That might actually be Bennigan's, not Applebee's.
Bennigan's went bankrupt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking like for a first date, I mean, heck, look, no offense, ladies, but you don't get fine dining. You don't at Applebee's. You don't even get Apple. You get coffee, and we see where it goes from there. Or maybe you'd have at your local breakfast shop there. But I was just like, yeah, in 20, 25 years time, where I was like, oh boy, Applebee's, that's where you take her on the third date. That's where you're going to impress her. And now girls won't even have it. And guys like, that's not even on the table, sweetheart. It's like, there's such a chasm between men and women.
I take them to Golden Nugget if they're lucky.
If they're lucky, right. No, and that's, you know what? Another thing I bet. Did you ever buy a girl flowers when you wanted to ask her out to try to impress her?
I think in high school when I knew jack shit about how to do
Right.
these things, I did that.
Right, back in the day, or maybe you went on a date, or I remember I wouldn't get flowers necessarily, but when I take girls out on dates, I get them a corsage for that. I said, "What color dress are you wearing?" Blue, and I get them a white corsage, a little small thing, nothing, maybe even just a rose that you could pin in. And I think I scared them away more than anything else. And it's just like, yeah. And now that I'm sure, but that was so sweet. I'm like, didn't work, so not going to happen. I'd be very curious what has happened to floral sales, given there's so few people getting married and a lot of people are getting divorced.
So you know how I live right by a grocery store, and they have a floral department in there. I do see, and I always wonder the context of this. I see people walking out of there, both genders, and they're holding big bouquets. So I mean, people are still giving people flowers.
Buying flowers. All right. Oh, that's good. That's good. But,
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Let me consult my notes.
There's more super chats, but we're going to do them later, right?
Right. We're going to do them later. I just wanted to go through my. No, that's it. Never mind. I got all my stuff done through our normal course of conversation. See, we do talk about original stuff occasionally. It's just smushed in the small cracks between all the super chats. All right, we got the competent man.
The competent man for $5. Wait until they enact the value-added tax in USA. The work will never end. Everyone will have to reconcile who paid them and who they every month told people. In fact, I don't know if they're going to end up doing that.
I'd leave. I'm like, no, I'm not paying an income tax and a value-added tax.
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm going.
No.
Or I just stop working. I'm like, no, I'm done.
Right.
I am done.
$2. Applebee's, nothing less than Morton's steak. There are some women who are like, I'll go out with you if we go here.
Right. Well, they're really good looking women. They're like, oh, and I bet you they do get guys to take them out. You know, I've seen, and there are thirsty guys. So,
but I'm just saying,
yeah. Well, let me ask you this: when we were younger and poorer, I talked to Jack Napier about this. We were talking about prostitution, and he says, yeah, he had some problems with some girls and flaking and all this. He's like, dude, he says, how did it go? Oh, I forgot my train of thought.
He had some problems handling them.
No, I said, if I were ever go back, I'd pay for it. He's like, why? You're in good shape. I was like, no, it's the amount of time. Now, if I was younger and an unemployed loser like you, who's a socialist European and so I kind of gave him guff. I said, there really is not that big of an opportunity cost. But for you and a guy like me, like I could be working and doing asshole consulting. I could be going to help build the house. I could be motorcycle riding. And as you get older, you get more and more opportunity costs.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where it's like, no, I don't have time. I'll just pay. I'll just pay. And this girl wants to be taken to Morton's Steakhouse. Fine. So I could see there's another market out there. And I saw this in Miami where there are these obviously very rich men, and they had women half their age, and they're obviously prostitutes. I'm thinking like, I can't disagree with that though, because what that guy going to do? Go down to the bar and hit on a girl for an hour each night for a month and a half, get 3 or 4 numbers, maybe 2 pan out in the day. It's It's like, no, here's the damn money. Go.
Do you remember what Charlie Sheen said about prostitutes?
You pay him to leave.
Yes. You pay them to leave.
I don't know. Did he have like prostitutes hang on him all the time and like linger around?
When he said that, I thought he meant I can get whoever I want. It's just I can't always get them to leave. So this makes it easier.
Yeah.
Mexi Mike for $10. Females should pounce on Applebee's nowadays. Anything more than a coffee is a fruity call. You're welcome, ladies. Miguel, she said vegan, but she's going to have the steak tonight.
I see what he means there. I see what he means.
Media hits for $5. Accounting degree sans CPA is better than a business degree.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You really ought to get the CPA if you're going to
Yeah.
major in accounting, though.
But business degrees are completely worthless. I mean, that's just a joke of a degree.
Yeah.
I think we're caught up.
We caught up. Good.
Oh, wait, one more.
Public nuisance for $2. Any chance late night Cappy becomes a regular thing?
No.
It's too bad. That seems to be when all the action.
Boy, yeah, that's true. That's true. But no, it's going to be random. I want to get back to when I like did 2 podcasts like regularly on Monday morning, and then like I think it was Thursday, I did Good Morning Corona Chan, and I do the Clary podcast. Like I want to get back to that regular. It's going to be at least 2 months before I'm back to that regular schedule.
Yeah, I was going to ask, when are you going to be all moved in? No more seminars or courses. When is that going to just be time to relax?
The end of June.
End of June. Wow.
Yeah, because the seminar in Vegas is June 4th through the 6th.
Mm.
And then I'm sure they'd be winding down and having everything moved, and motorcycle and all that, and buying some basic furniture. Because I don't have any furniture. And yeah, it's going to be a while.
Is there an IKEA in Rapid City? No,
I will never buy it.
I know.
Never. and the furniture or whatever I'm buying, it better be in stock. Otherwise, I'm not getting. I'm like, is that the floor model? Is that the one I'm getting? Okay, then I'll take it. Well, order it from our Mexican storage affiliate. Nope, no, you won't. All right, that's it. You want to take us out appropriately?
Public nuisance for $2. Chad, do you recommend living in Chicago these days? No. It's going to get worse here.
Good. All right, take us out.
Toodles.